Hey, what it is, what it ain't, it's the voices of the O, you already know. We one short, my boy AO in Dallas watching his little brother hoop. But this is a special episode, very, very, very special episode. And this one we'll call me and my OGs. I'm here with the man to my left.
Big Tony.
Yes, sir, the man behind the camera.
Alex in the building.
We got two special guests in this month today, man. Go ahead and introduce yourself, Linko.
Big Abe, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Big Abe.
Yes, sir.
Big Abe.
Big Abe now, since I'm the 3-0, you know, gotta add the big.
Grown Abe.
Big 30.
Yeah.
And then the man to my far right.
That boy Zack.
Yeah.
What's up, y'all? What's up? I appreciate y'all.
I appreciate y'all for coming here, man. For anybody that knows, I'm sure you hear me mention, my big homies, Tony, Zack, and Abram all the time. And I finally got the opportunity to have them here all at once. So this is a big thing for me. It's something I've been anticipating since the first episode ever dropped. These are my guys. These are the ones that showed me the way, paved the way. So I'm just excited, man.
Yeah, it was good, man.
See what life's like. So how was your day today, man?
Man, it was good. I went to work 5 this morning.
Mm.
Knocked that out, got it out the way, came home, clean house, talked to a guy about landscaping my grass, and that's it. I was chilling.
OG shit.
Yeah, did some
Man,
more.
I wanted to
real
shout
estate
you out
stuff,
again, though, on the thank you, because I was texting DJ about coming on the podcast, and he said, oh, what about Abe and Tony? And I was just like, man, that's even perfect, especially how grown we are now. It's so hard to even meet or, have a cup of coffee or something, but to have, a scheduled time to kind of catch up, that's dope.
It was, man.
Hell yeah.
I'm glad we could all make it, bro. It's a blessing.
No, for sure.
All of us came so far, and lives are so different, and it's nuts, bro. But
I haven't seen you in some years. Hey.
Yeah, hey,
Been a
man.
minute, man. Low key.
Last time I heard, I reached out to you when you got hurt.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and I was like, that's wild, bro, out of nowhere.
Yep. After that, the hooping was really over after that.
You ain't hoop since?
But college-wise.
Oh, yeah.
But I've been in men's leagues. I've been playing at the Mat League on Thursday and then at Santa Fe on Sunday.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm getting back into it, but it ain't the same. I gotta actually put some work in the gym before I can actually
Get going?
You still be strapping out, though.
Man, sometimes
Left, right. Wow.
my it's just, I don't know. I got to get back in the gym to bring everything together instead of just hopping in there. I try to do, Meech, he don't be labbing. He don't be in the lab like how he used to be. He just go, but he big. He's naturally big, so he can get a bucket, get a layup, he get a little fadeaway. But for me, I can't just hop up on the court and just be like, let's go.
Right.
I got to be ready.
Bro, I'm so happy you brought that up, Abe, because, bro, before I met you, I didn't even know what the lab was. I just knew what the playground was, hooping or playing basketball. Then we went to Dick's, which we're going to get into, where we all worked together and used to grind. But I remember on Saturdays, you wouldn't go anywhere but to the gym at Moore High School. And I was drinking and doing all types of stuff on the weekends. I mean, y'all know that's what I was doing. But then he asked me to go on a Saturday. I didn't go, and he went. He talked about it on Sunday. Then the next week he asked me again. I went. We started getting it in pretty often. After that, that's when I even believed college was possible.
Yeah.
So it's crazy to hear you saying you need to get back in the lab and those type of things. But we're all so important for each other. But literally, you told me what the lab was, and I was like, damn. I think we played 15 games of 1-on-1. I lost all of them. I was like, man, this is what it takes. This is how you get when you're in the gym doing drills.
Right. Yeah, man, it's crazy because, I'll just kind of start with my origin stories from all of y'all. Me and Big Tony went to separate high schools, but ended up meeting at the Shady 1080, man. We ain't got to put the business name on it, but if you know the Shady 1080, you know what that's about.
Yeah.
My boy Linko was a more high school legend, myth. No bullshit, bro. Once I transferred there, everybody was talking about this dude named Abram, and he was nice, blah blah blah. But I never met him, and it kind of ties in with my story with Zack. If you know me and Zack, we went to the same junior high and everything. We weren't really close at that point, but over time, you know what I'm saying. He was just kind of like an OG because he was there for someone who's like a brother to me, Devon. And he was always there, my brother's, when his mother passed away, Zack was a big influence on him. He was always there for him. And over time, me and his mom got closer. We were at the church over there at First Baptist for days. We'd go over there every day after school, after work, you know what I'm saying? And he got me on that Dick's Sporting Goods, and that's where I met Abe for the first time. And you know what I'm saying? If you know Abe, it takes some time, but he's funny as hell, man. And so
Were you the last one that got on?
Yep.
I believe so.
You know who got me the job?
who?
R.I.P. Nick, Slick Nick.
Slick.
He
Shout
got
out
me the
Slick.
job.
R.I.P.
No.
He was the
way.
first
Shout
one
out
in
Slick.
there.
Dang.
Really?
I started with Nick.
Oh, you start. So y'all
we,
too.
We put the shelves up and all that stuff at we helped set it up and everything. Me and
I came in after that, after y'all had already done the shows.
Yeah, because when I got there, you was the lead.
Oh, yeah, way down the line.
Yeah,
We done been through a lot.
So all y'all were there with Will too. On top of that.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah.
We was
And
in that-
more.
Yeah. And
I mean, y'all was kicking it big time. That's
No, it used
crazy.
to be a vibe. For
Oh,
real.
yeah,
it
for
did.
sure.
It wasn't even work. It was more like a hangout spot.
When it was
Yeah.
us, Michael, Nick, and Nico, and a few more, I was like,
Bro,
this is wild.
It would get ratchet back there. I'm like,
On the headset.
bro, you can't
like,
say that. You can't say that back here, man, around all these people. But Nick, you know what I mean? You had to make sure Nick's on it. Chill out.
say
bro.
what is on his mind.
He didn't care either.
Uh-uh.
Yeah, it sounds like somebody else.
That's crazy. Y'all.
Nick and Nico.
Man, I'm telling you, oh geez, man. Well, I want to kind of get into y'all individually, you know, coming up, what y'all got going on, and you know, over time, just kind of see where y'all at today. So, Zach, how you been, man? Let us know what you from, where you coming from, what's going on in your life.
Man, as far as how I'm doing now, for sure. Man, just learning. I think we were just talking about it before the podcast. You know, Abe's turning 30, or you are 30 now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm about to turn 29, getting a lot older. Still young in the grand scheme. That's what I talked to the boy Alex about, that it's like a long game. But definitely got through like a chapter or two already. So like right now, I'm just focusing on the same things I've always talked about, balance. I've been working a lot with real estate. I still work with local guy buys houses. Flip my hat around in a little bit and get that image on there. But and I'm a realtor as well. So I'm always doing that, you know, being an entrepreneur, working for myself. But in the last year, I've been started doing jiu-jitsu and some MMA training, things like that. So y'all know me, I'm competitive. So just like the basketball, getting to the lab for the first time, I went to there for the first time, got fucked up, and then started figuring it out. So like coming up in August, I'll be fighting for the first time. So I'll be MMA fighting and stuff. So I guess I would say what I'm about is just trying things. I mean, in the last year, I've been increasing my business, you know, refining my diet, my time, those type of things.
Who introduced you to the fighting team?
Man, my boy Tez, he was doing jiu-jitsu at American Top Team before me.
Oh, for real?
And he was like, hey, you should come try a class. And I went and did one class, and it was fun, but it was tough as hell. So I was like, okay, yeah, that's cool. But I was still kind of hooping. And then my girl, Rachel, at the time, she started doing Muay Thai. So kind of at the same time he was doing jiu-jitsu, she started doing Muay Thai. And then we got into that American Top Team gym. And when we started getting in there, I mean, it just kind of started clicking. So about a year ago, and then did some jiu-jitsu tournaments. And then literally probably at the beginning of the summer, I just said, hey, I mean, I want to fight if it's open. And he was like, all right. And then just found a fight. But as far as the training, I recommend it for anybody on the jiu-jitsu. Like the MMA training and striking, that's really fun too. But that jiu-jitsu's fun. Like, stupid fun.
That's crazy.
Isn't it scary to like someone can kill you with their bare hands? Because I know you've been in positions where you're like sitting there like this person could kill me right now if they want to.
Man, I'm like, y'all, I don't know if y'all know this about me, but I'm like stupid claustrophobic. Like I don't like that shit at all.
Really?
Like I just don't like it. And it's not always just with a space. It's just like I don't like my energy compressed. I just don't like that type of suffocation. And that jiu-jitsu's actually helped a lot with that.
Like making
Because you're
comfortable.
sitting there, there's someone on you just stuck. You can't do nothing until you learn to get out of it, learn to move around and stuff. So I say it helps that. And then mentally, it's so humbling. Like I was already humble in basketball, but you got to be humble when you're getting choked out like all the time.
Yeah.
And you're choking people out and you're wrestling, you're putting in work, you're learning manners and, you know, shit that you're supposed to do right and stuff. So I think it's a lifestyle and it's been pretty dope. And then, of course, my dogs, dog dad. So we actually just started taking them to, like, activities. Took them to a water park and stuff like that.
That's
So
what's up.
Forest and Chief, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
But that's all I've been on, working and working out. But feel good.
Real quick though, did it take you some? Well, I need to wait for me and you our interview, but anyway, because I know like I'll be telling something. I got friends that are wrestlers, and I feel like their mental space is like different from an average person because it's like a whole nother level of clarity. Like you said, you got to get used to being in tight positions.
Yeah.
it's like a humbling moment because you gotta give respect to people in there too. You can't just come in there and think you know anything too.
Yeah.
So where did it take you mentally though? Like, did it help you out mentally a lot? Like learning that,
Yeah.
learning jiu-jitsu, I should say.
Yeah, for sure. I think how I am normally, I was already kind of geared towards that. Like, I'm pretty humble. If you're going to teach me something, I'm going to learn it. And I'm not someone in there that's going to go try like extra hard on somebody and, you know, try to fuck them up. So I like learned the right way. And I think it helped me mentally just learning patience, because it's literally like that's the only way you can get better is learning the moves. But consistency, I mean, that's 5-6 days a week of jiu-jitsu and stuff like that. So I would say just kind of revamping it, because like when I got out of high school and went to college ball, it was because of Abe and them, and I got into it. But then after that, I just started working, and real estate was my hooping and all that. But now this has kind of revitalized me a little bit. I like it. And not saying it's something I'll do long term, but I mean, I may be doing something else like next year.
It's a new
but
chapter.
Yeah,
that's what I like right now.
New chapter.
Hell yeah, my boy Abe Linko, what you got going on, man? How things been?
I've been good, man. I've been happy. You know, I got a fiance, Imelda Ortiz.
Shout out to the wife.
We got our own crib. We got a baby on the way.
Yes, sir.
Hey, congrats.
That's nice.
I forgot
Got a
about
lot
that.
going on, man. You know, working, trying to prepare for the baby. Make sure, you know, my money's right. Still haven't found that career like that, like I want. But and then I've been doing streaming. You know, DJ been tuning in and supporting, and even he done gift some subs, which is huge. That helps with your channel a lot. You know, it retains like viewers and stuff like that. But and I've been hooping, kind of just the same thing, just on a higher scale. You know.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
You got to be more precise with your time, for sure.
Yeah.
You got to limit what you can do.
Right, and then I'm playing the men's leagues at the Mat League on Thursday, and then the Santa Fe League on Sunday with Meech. So, you know, I'm still physically active, but you know, I'll just be chilling, bro. I really be
Always
That
happy.
boy be in the cut.
Always chilling.
You just streaming just for fun, or you hoping to turn it into something? Or?
I mean, that's how it started. Like I was streaming Justice 2, Mortal Kombat 11, Mortal Kombat 10, mostly fighting games, and I be having fun, you know, talking shit.
For real.
His ass on there.
I gotta
And
lock
then-
in.
And then one day I got hosted. I don't know if y'all, DJ, you know? Like, so basically when you get hosted, it's like another streamer ends their stream or whatever, and they give you all their viewers for that time. So say if a streamer is streaming and he got like 100 viewers, and he ends his stream, he'd be like, I'm going to host this streamer. So he hosted me with like 100 viewers. I'm like, oh, shit. And I started getting followers. You know, people was tuned in. They was commentating. They was interacting. So I'm like, man, this shit is easy. Like, if I'm having fun playing the game and I can make money from it down the road, then why not, you know, invest it?
Yeah, at least try. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So that's how that started.
Yeah, that Twitch grind is a different grind.
It
People don't
is.
know
It's a
different
slow grind, but at the same time, like if you think too much into it about like the money right off the back, it's gonna be even slower. But if you just, you know, go into it having fun, then you good. You know, it'll grow organically.
That's a lesson for any job, any career. I don't like using that job word, but any of that, because that's. I think I was talking to somebody one time at an investor breakfast, and they're like, you know, what clicked for you? And I was like, the moment I stopped trying to like count the paycheck, like right then, like when I started chilling and like trying to do it for fun and do it for the person, do it for the experience. And he was like, yeah, but you have bills. But like literally when that mindset switched is when things got better, probably with your streaming too. Then you got those viewers and took off, but it's just patience and being dedicated to it like that.
The slow grind.
And that's your logo on the shirt.
Yeah, this the logo. I created it
Forget about
myself.
that.
I like that. It look clean. I like that.
Yeah, let me get next on the shouting shirts. My boy Dalen,
Oh,
Living in
facts.
Time. Check it out. He got more pieces
that's
on the
fire.
way.
That's dope. That's dope.
But Cop Anti for sure.
Yeah, no,
Cop-
both them shirts is clean. Yeah, for real.
I
Both of
forgot
them.
this boy. I seen him a couple weeks ago actually. Ran into him. He's like, "What's up, Jay? I'm like, what's going on?" He's going to get together about some stuff.
He's got a baby on the way too.
Oh, for
Oh yeah,
real?
yeah. He proposed too.
Oh shit.
Yeah. He just proposed the other day.
Oh shit. Y'all
I feel like it's a combo thing. Like if you gonna have a baby on the way, you might as well make, you know, if she's good enough, you know, if she's the one for you, you might as well put it all together.
put it all together.
I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at it. real quick, you want to break that down?
Yeah, for
Oh,
sure.
it's a little movement me and Meech started. Troy was involved also, and it's basically just a nation that inspires. You know, we was just trying to put something together, and this was before the streaming. This was just like a movement that we had started, and we was working at Ashley's Furniture, and Meech, we were just kind of messing around, doodling on the paper, and Meech had came up with like anti, but he didn't know what, like he didn't have an abbreviation for it, you know. So at first, I had said, I'm like, how about any nigga that inspires? He's like, man, we can't sell that. Like, we can't turn that into nothing professional. And then we thought about it and was like, how about a nation that inspires? And then, you know, I created some more designs. I got some more that I haven't put on a shirt yet, but I came up with this one. But it's basically, you know, just inspire the person next to you, you know, inspire them to do what they love, and hopefully that it trickles down and they inspire someone, you know, and we make this world a better place. I mean, we're here for each other at the end of the day, or we're here with each other, you know. Yeah. So why not inspire and love one another and make 100%. Something out of it while we're here?
I remember you sending the mission statement and stuff.
Yeah.
That was hard. I mean, that's being a good person, man. Being the right one.
Yeah.
I think that's the only reason we keep going as much as we do. You always got that support.
Right.
Hell yeah, man. Yeah, good shit, man. It's just good shit. This shit got a smile on my face. It's just good shit all the time, bro. Right? My boy Big Tone, man. Yeah, you here every week, but you know, let these people know what you on outside of this, obviously.
Well, you know, I got married last August, so my anniversary's coming up.
Congrats.
Yeah, congrats.
Damn, that's fast.
It's crazy, right?
It comes quick.
Right? You know, we got pod. We do our pod, and then me and my wife do our pod.
Shout out Intertwine.
Yeah, I just changed careers for the time purposes because coaching is my passion. So I really, it really, in my opinion, is my purpose. So like, I don't really see my life without it at this time. So I really have a great time helping kids go to the next level, get better at this, get better at that, whatever the situation may be. So, you know, I'm gonna do that as always. And then me and my business partner, we finally had the opportunity to open our real estate investment group. Shout out to local guys at Inspiration, you know, that whole family thing. So we just did our first deal together, and then we're about to do another little Airbnb, you know, so on and so forth. But outside of that, man, I'm just trying to get my health right again, you know, spend as much time I can with my family, you know, and then basketball season to start up, and I'm going to get to rocking with that. But
you're still at Mustang?
Yeah, you know, we're gonna make some noise too. So if you cats want to come out, you just let me know. I'll get y'all in that game. But we got some kids on our team that get busy. We might send, you know, out of 7 seniors, we might send 5 to college.
Wow.
I definitely want to check it out.
And we got one of the best players in the country in football, and then probably number 1 or 2 in basketball. Wow. Yeah, young cat. And then
Mustang really done came up.
Yeah, man. And it's not like last time when they recruited everybody. This is just the kids that came from the town.
This hard work.
We rock with them, you know what I'm saying? Because when we got there 2 years ago, we had won 5 games. And 3 years down the line, we won 17 or something last season, made it 1 game away from state. So now it's our time to get back to it and see if we can get there. But yeah, man, I try my hardest every day to just, you know, shout out. We had a group message with a bunch of us, young cats. I holler at them, you know, shoot them. You know, y'all want to do this, y'all want to do that. Shoot them some business ideas. You're trying to get in this, get in that, just to inspire the young cats. Like, you ain't got to work, man. You really don't. You know, if you want to go out here and do your own thing, make your own money, it's more than possible.
Yeah,
but
it's your own work.
Yeah, it's just some people just had to have the courage to try. You know, a lot of people are discouraged by it. You know, when Zack jumped in, and you know he was in real estate already, and then when we kind of I don't know how to say it, like a baton handoff or whatever the situation may be, he hit me and was like, hey, I'm thinking about it. I'm like, bro, you're perfect for it, bro. Like, this is what you do. And then it was see you from there. You know what I mean? Sure. And then I went my way. But that's what I'm saying. Like, you guys will realize all of us help each other in some way, some form or fashion. You just can't be afraid to reach out and talk.
Right.
But, yeah, that's what I'm here for. Especially young cats, y'all. I got all social media, my number. Just holler at me. I'm going to help you.
Yeah, that's huge to have somebody like Tony, like, you know, in the community involved, like, on the basketball scene, because, like, a lot of younger minorities, you know, need something like that, and they don't really have access. And you was the access when you was at Westmore with the gym, always bringing the kids in, always helping them develop, keeping them off the streets, you know. And that's huge to, like, actually grow a community, you know what I mean? And
I mean, you're coming up on a long time of doing this.
It's 10 years next year. Yeah, so I'm really excited about that. And, I've been with Hodges for a long time. And
Yeah.
I actually made a decision a couple years ago that I don't think I ever want to be a head coach. I'm cool with being an assistant. And the only reason why is because I can make a connection with the players differently than the head coach.
Right.
So, like, in life in general. So, like, some of my players will come to my house that's in college right now, come to the house and kick it. Talk to me, chop it up. Hey, coach, I need some advice. Me and my girl got into it. What they don't really do that with the head coach.
Right.
So, for me, I'm like, I'm making a bigger impact on his life. Basketball is going to, stop bouncing one day, but for his life, I'm here for him.
That's huge.
I'm cool with being an assistant. Hodges take care of me, too, so I ain't got to worry about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's always good to have, like I said, good people around you. And if you can't tell already, that's why I keep these dudes,
Yeah.
We might not chop it up every day, but you always just send that text and you're gonna get a reply, you're gonna get a phone call, something like that. So I just wanna thank y'all, you know what I'm saying, for being my OGs, for being, those male figures, because I don't have a big brother, and I call all of y'all my big brother no matter what's going on when. I just make that phone call. Alex,
Are all of us oldest brothers?
Shoot, I ain't got no brothers.
I got an older sister. I know
So yeah, I only got sisters. That's why I'm
the
so
second
close to
youngest actually. I got it's me, Jaron, and I got my brother Heavy, and then my oldest brother James. So then I got two older sisters.
So he's used to boy. But no, David, before I was going to shout it out when he was saying just having like someone to talk to. I remember like when COVID and all that first started getting crazy, you called me and you were just like, I just feel like I needed to talk to you. And that kind of sparked something into me where I was reaching out to people and things like that. So, I mean, as much as you say you thank us, you inspired it too. But I think it's just not being scared to have a conversation with people. Catching up, it helps a lot.
It really does.
I've been setting time aside recently, which sounds terrible that I have to schedule everything out, but I've got to.
Yeah.
But I've been scheduling out, like dinners with family, like coffee with friends I don't see, just to like catch up because you're so used to just keep going, working. So even this right here is dope. Moments that really help you mentally for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Alex, what you got going on, man?
And this is what I'm doing right now, bro. What I'm doing right now. Pressing record on the camera, pressing record on this laptop, trying to get this going.
Yeah, we'll see.
Elevate the audio space,
Yeah, but you got to give yourself credit, man. This man's went out, did all the research himself, started his own podcast, started, producing, other podcasts for other people. And, it feels, you've been filming yours for 3 years, correct?
I've been doing it for 3 years.
For 3 years.
130 episodes.
130 episodes.
Yeah.
Like, that's time.
No, it really is. I think that's what, like we was talking about earlier, like, and we was talking about, like, you ain't gonna make no money from it at first.
Right.
Like, you really not. But eventually, I know the money gonna come, so I'm not really tripping. And I feel like you love something, you're not really worried about the money as much.
Exactly.
Right.
Like Tony was like, that don't make sense to me. One day, but I told him, I was like, I'll go broke. I don't care if I can't eat.
Yeah, that's what he
So
told me.
he was
As long as you happy.
I was like, I don't care.
We
Because
was looking at space.
Yeah.
He said, I'll go broke for this space.
I said, if I gotta put every dollar into this mug and I can't eat, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, straight up.
Because
all right, bro.
I was like, Dame Dash said, you can't be fear of being broke. You already broke. And I'm like, it's true. I ain't got no money already. So like, when I was younger, I had days I ain't eat, but shit, now I don't do the same thing. I ain't really tripping. As long as I got nice equipment, everybody happy, I can record my podcast, talk my shit, I'm good. Yeah.
You do look like you're getting better at that too, being creative, like being yourself, talking a whole lot of shit.
Yeah. It's crazy because it's like 3 years. It's like, it takes a minute to get comfortable, like really talking your shit.
Right.
So now I can really just press
Did you ever
record
go back
go.
and listen to your early episodes and just see the difference?
Yeah, I have. And it's
I
just,
need to go
Is it
back.
rough?
I need to go back and
no,
listen.
it's rough off of sound quality.
Okay,
And
cool.
I can tell I'm just
Nervous a little.
talking shit, but I'm not talking shit in a direction. Like, I need to know what I'm talking about. Like, that makes sense.
What was the original called?
I know that I know nothing.
Yeah.
Oh,
that was my
shit,
original
he was
podcast.
on the
That was-
right mission.
Yeah, I know.
I remember I called him like, "What's that mean?" He was like, "Bro, I just."
It's like a paradox, but it's like, there's infinite knowledge out here. So you realize I know that I know nothing. So like I could talk my shit, but I don't know nothing.
Right.
So it's like people come like, oh, he ignorant, but he admitting he don't know nothing. So I'm just gonna let him rock.
I respect that, man. Just as much as I talk about them inspiring me, like I said, Alex has inspired me to do my own as well. This shit going on right now. Tony is doing his with his wife, and being supportive. Yeah, you're younger than me, whatever. But I made one phone call to Tony. Tony said, call Alex. I asked Alex about doing a podcast. There wasn't no like, hey, bro, I don't really, I do mine. I ain't trying to flood, I ain't trying to. It was just like, yeah, you want to do that? Come on. And so I appreciate you for inspiring me and allowing me to do this in the first place.
Of course, bro. You my first like person that came out that wanted to do it. Like it was real legit. Like I'll pay you. I don't care. Like whatever. Let's do it. I'm like, bet. A lot of people don't understand. It's you gotta be consistent every week. Like it's a lot to do a podcast, bro. Just like that Twitch grind. Twitch grind different. Like I be watching academics on Twitch, and I'm like, this is a different grind. People be on there for 3 to 4 hours
daily,
just talking to themselves. Really, especially if you ain't got no chat. Like you just sit there talking to yourself,
just
bro.
in the
like,
room, going.
Yeah, like because I want to get into Twitch stuff soon, but like I know it's a different level of a grind. Like I know it is, so I'm gonna have to wait till I get this going first. But I'm like, yeah, it's a grind. All this stuff we talking about is a grind, but just different type of grind,
No, for sure. And that's why, everybody's sitting in here. I respect each and everybody's work ethic and what they do just because it's different. But you can tell the passion that's in it and the amount of time that people honestly invest in themselves to be better at whatever they're doing.
100%.
You know what I'm saying?
So what's up with you, man? What's the move?
I mean,
Yeah.
What you got going, man?
I mean,
baby on the way. What's going on?
Nah, man.
Look, Irma gonna hear that. Irma gonna get a smile on her face. She said she want a baby.
We all know who's gonna have the baby before anybody.
Ooh.
We'll put it like
Hey,
that.
obviously.
Right. Hey,
Nah.
well, yeah.
I said, hey, obviously it's on the way.
Obviously, yeah.
Right. But no, I'm just working my ass off, you know what I'm saying? One of the people, or really all of y'all, Zack was one of the person in footwear when I was at the Shady 1080 that was really, I only have 2-3 shifts that week, but bro's like, hey, if you're going to come in here, we're going to get this shit done. And it may have just been shoes, but to see the work ethic, the coming in and making sure shit's done the right way, making sure all like, I was his little bro, but he wasn't playing no fucking games. It was like, hey, go. We need to change the signage on them shoes, blah, blah, blah. And it wasn't no jokey. It was like, hey.
He said ain't no jokey.
Bro was like, hey, go over there and get that wall. Go zone that wall over there. Go change the signage. I'm like, bruh, I'm trying to chop it up. He's like, I'm trying to get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? When it becomes to Big Tony, like, just seeing the different, so many different things. You talking about having more jobs than a Mexican boy. This dude do 8 different jobs and he's still happy all the time. And I'm like, bro, how can I see people with one job that be stressed the fuck out?
Man.
And you doing cleaning shoes, doing houses, coaching, training, whatever the hell you feel like doing that week.
Try it all.
Podcasting.
Man. Try it all.
Hell yeah. My boy Abe is just a different animal, bro. You can do whatever you want to, bro, and you just be so just cool. Like I've never seen you stressed in my life.
Hey,
And just see you do everything, bro. You just be chilling.
I've only seen him mad a few times, and it was only when we was hooping.
Only when we was hooping.
Swear to God.
Only when it's hooping, because when he hot, he get talking wild. Like,
Bro, like I know at Westmore it used to go down when you'd have the pickup sessions for sure. But when we like first got to Hillsdale, it was rugged in there on some of those pickup games. Just ugh.
Let's go ahead and jump into that because I'm real excited just to see the basketball, man.
No, about it.
And everybody.
Oh, about Tony trying to kick me out the gym?
No.
Nah, bro. It's just like everything as far as basketball, from the jump. It means, from tip off, from the very beginning. And the way I know a lot of y'all is through basketball. You know what I'm saying? Seeing Tony hoop, you know what I'm saying? And he may be a big guy, but the jumper was nice. Had a nice handle.
Had some handles.
Right,
for
had
sure.
some nice handles because use his size to get whatever he wanted to, bro. And I just remember it was my junior year and he got in the game. And he was on the 3-point line. I was like, what the fuck is going on, bro? I'm like, bro, he better go caught that mud.
Fire that bad boy.
Yo, smack. I'm like, they letting him play the 3.
When I stopped growing, I was done playing with them big cats. Like, I'm not doing it, bro. I got to.
He said, I got to get
Bang.
the
I
jumper.
got to, bro, because first off, I'm big. I'm not jumping too high. The only thing I got is strength, and if you 6'8", I ain't got nothing for you.
All right.
So you got to guard this jumper.
I feel that. So you got to guard this jumper.
Yeah,
So, okay, because I want to go around this because I got so much when it comes to basketball. What drew you to basketball? What made you want to play it?
yeah. My favorite person, athlete, mentor, however you want to put it, Shaquille O'Neal.
Mm-hmm.
So when I was young, it was just, he basically like overwhelmed my life. So I wore his shoes, his socks, all that, just because he dominated the game, and then he also was just a genuinely good person. And so that's what inspired me. Like, he used to always say, don't let nobody ever tell you nothing, no, ever, blah, blah, blah. So I remember when I was in middle school, I played all the way growing up, and back then I played, and I guess you could say I was one of the better ones in my age or whatever. But get to middle school, and coach told me before I went to high school, like, you'll never play varsity basketball, yada yada yada. And I'm good at football naturally just because I'm big, fast, all that, but I didn't love it. You know what I'm saying? Basketball is something like, when you're a hooper, you're just a hooper. There's nothing you can, no matter what you look like, you just is what you do. So I quit playing football, and basketball is just what it was. But basketball saved my life in general, in total. Like, it just, if it wasn't for basketball, man, I mess around, could have been in jail. My dad always tells us, like, if y'all ain't got no purpose, I'll just take you off this earth type thing. So it could have been all over for me if it wasn't for basketball, in my opinion.
Right.
So that's what drew me to basketball.
Oh yeah, my boy Zack. What you got?
You almost mixed their names together.
Yeah, my boy.
I was saying Abe, I was looking at Zack. Zack, go ahead, bro.
No, man, my mom's the one that put the ball in my hand. So she was the hooper. She played at Oklahoma Christian. We got some black and white photos, bro, of her like hitting the jumper or like coming down the court. Oh, she's right-handed. Yeah. So like dribbling and pointing and stuff. And
did she play 6-on-6?
Yeah,
that's dope.
But not in. I think in college it was different at that time, where she played both. But yeah, she's from that era.
That's dope.
And man, she put the ball in my hand. I think I was in 5th grade because she had been training my sister. I started hooping, falling in love with it. Another shout out, Robert McVeigh. Y'all know Rob Mack. I was in 6th grade and we were hooping at Kelly. And well, I wasn't. I was seeing all them hoop, and I was like, man, like it'd be so cool to be able to play with them, because I was only playing at recess. And he was like, hey, come hoop. You're on my team. And we didn't even really know each other. But luckily, I hit a few shots, like threes, and he was just like, oh yeah, Strokey, you're my guy. So then I started like feeling comfortable going to hoop, and met James, Sydney, y'all, but got going at Highland West, and then met you more in that high school era. Yeah. But man, my mom started it, and then people like Abe, people like James, they just really impacted me. So like James taught me how to dribble. Like I didn't even know how to dribble. Yeah. Abe taught me how to put in work and like perfect your craft. Like people like that push me. Y'all know Phil Carey. I used to do some workouts with him that were crazy.
Boy,
like
Phil,
wild, animal. Moody, those type of people. Even Hick, shout out Hick.
Yeah.
But man, basketball saved my life too, just giving me a purpose, I think, without even knowing I needed one. Like a funny story, because basketball is always about like how far it pushes you, but something to make it a little light. The day I thought I made it, I was in 6th grade, and we were playing at a court that my friend's house, but it was a big cul-de-sac, real nice spot, fancy goal to us. And my mom showed up to check on us, and she wanted to guard me. And I hit her with the Iverson, and she fell. And I will never forget it. And yes, I was like 12, so you should be getting your mom maybe. But, bro, that's when I thought I made it. That's why I started just talking all my shit. I was like, no, because mom taught me, and now I'm good. Like, no. But those battles. And then getting thrown to the ground by Sydney's punk ass, like my whole life.
That dude, boy. His stand-ups go crazy, by the way. Shout out to you, Sid.
Yeah, shout out Sid for the comedy. He's actually, he just did something in, like, New Jersey or something like that, but he's been moving. Yeah, he's getting it in.
I went to a show here a couple weeks ago. That was live, man.
He's pretty funny.
He is, dude. He's had me weak.
One of the best post games to come out of Moore.
Hey, jump hook
too. Crazy, bro. I'll never forget that, bro. I'll get on that later. Linko, what you got going on, man? How was basketball? Starting it out. What made you love the game?
My brother Heavy. His name is Gerald, but we call him Heavy, because he was like fat as a baby or whatever. Yeah. But he was cold like at basketball all the way from like elementary to junior high. And we would be in the back. He would be in the backyard playing. And then there was this movie. It was the one with Marlon. I don't know if it was Marlon Wayans or I forgot the name of that movie. But basically it was a brother and his brother died.
6 Men?
Yeah. And I'm like, damn, bro. Like, I want to hoop for real. Like that.
Yeah.
And my brother Heavy, he was like, all right, I'm going to show you everything I know. So he had me doing drills, left-hand layup, or right-hand layup, left-hand layup, dribbling drills, stuff like that. Just basic, kid stuff. And I took that and ran with it. And I played 4th grade. I still wasn't. It's crazy because me and Meech was talking about this the other day. In Stets, one of my homeboys was like, bro, you just talented. And I was just like, it wasn't like, I never did have it natural like that. I really had to work for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, talented now.
Yeah, I mean now, but like
Yeah, you
he's
put in that
making
work.
it seem like I was talented, and I'm just like, bro, you don't even know the hours and the time that I done put in the gym. Like, it's been crazy. And then he just kept elevating my game, I played at Carl Albert all the way from my freshman to junior year, and it's a good basketball season, a good basketball system for certain character or for certain people, but like for some people, you kind of just get left in the dust. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I got an opportunity because it's unfortunate my parents split, so they moved. My dad moved to Moore, my mom moved to Spencer. I'm like,
Yeah, oh yeah.
I ain't fucking with them niggas in Spencer right now. So let me go ahead and go to Moore. And I played a couple pickup games at Moore High School with Coach Howell there, and he was like, oh yeah, you gonna be our guy. And just took it from there. And I wasn't even on varsity. I was on varsity, but I was just like on the travel team my junior year at Carl Albert. And just the jump was a lot to take in, but like it's what I wanted. So I was trying to make it work, and I had some good games, some bad games, but like I grew from that. You know what I mean? And then it got me a scholarship.
That's dope, man.
I bet it helped with your professionalism because, like, if I were to say, Abe, I remember I took a picture of you at Hillsdale, and I think I put, like, pro or something being goofy, but you've always kept it real professional, like it was business. No, I have to go get my 4 hours in and my 500 makes or something crazy, and I'm like, man, but teaching that dedication. So to know that you had to still grind and then get that blessing, that's probably why when I saw you doing it 2 years later, I was like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah,
Like, this is next level.
And then once I got to college, you start all over. You know what I mean? Because once you come into college, it's like I was that man too. Like, you ain't no better than me. I'm about to, you just got to go at it. And whoever has the best work ethic and who plays the hardest and who, stays consistent with that, with that work ethic, that's the one who's going to move up in the rank.
Right.
But, yeah.
Hell yeah. And I got some, I went to Highland West with Zack, you know what I'm saying? I think you were a 9th grader when I was a 7th grader.
Yep.
And, they had Tilford and Brandon.
Our freshman team was crazy.
Yeah, Cody English. Like, y'all were nasty,
That was
bro.
back when he was dunking that boy in middle school.
Yeah, I remember. Hey, shout out to Brandon Lucas. This dude came out in a jump man's like sweatsuit, bro, for like one of the little pep rallies. The bros at their windmilling and shit for the pep rally. I'm like, this shit's crazy.
Got his dunk at Norman North, like the beginning of 8th grade. It was a little right to left 2-hand.
He's a freak.
It was
bro.
crazy.
Freak athlete.
It's crazy because when you look at Brent, like if you didn't know him as a hooper and you look at him, you start talking to him, you're like,
Yeah,
this
goofy
nigga
as
can't
hell.
hoop.
Yeah.
Yeah. But once he get out there and start hitting you with the left to right and all kinds of step back, spin move,
Yeah.
it's
Bro,
like,
he a pro
man.
now, so.
Yeah, freakish.
Yeah, he is, man.
But I played 7th and 8th grade over there at Highland West. Had some good seasons. Had my boys Jaleel, Arion, Demetrius all there.
Y'all were real good too, right?
Yeah, we had a solid little team, man. Went to high school, played football only for a little bit, but I don't remember what it was, man. Something about basketball, I just loved the game. Like, I love football. I was good at football. I could score, play receiver, play quarterback, threw touchdowns, caught plenty.
No, you're right.
You can lie if you want.
He said no, you weren't straight face.
But something about just playing basketball and the electricity in the room and the gyms.
It was
You
different.
know what I'm saying?
And the focus on it's one-on-one. Like, I know it's a team sport. Like, shout out Blake Polium, bro. He told me the most shit that pissed me off ever.
What's up?
It like being goofy. I was like, come on, bro, let's play one-on-one. He said, nah, basketball's not a one-on-one sport.
Yeah.
And I still talk shit to him to this day if we were like playing around, because like that always killed me. But it is, mano a mano, like as far as football is too. But it's 22 people out there instead of like
Big Pulliam,
me guarding the.
Pulliam was the shooter, right?
Yes,
Okay.
bro, the
Knocked
strap,
down, boy.
knocked down.
That stuff was wild.
Good passer
But
too,
he was like
solid.
That. He was like
nice.
that for real. Like, you can be in practice like, let's run once. No. No.
But he have a double double. You're like, fuck.
And it's just crazy though. Just the people I played against in my life, because playing kids my age, I was not the greatest, but if you know me, I play defense. And then whenever you play certain people like the Tonys who he might not be the most athletic or the fastest dude in the world, but he knows how to get everything he wants out of you.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Playing Zack, like you don't know, like there's two different Zacks. You got like Zack going into college, and then you got big body Zack, and that was a whole different bag. Like
Shout out Abe, bro. He got me right.
And then there was like Abram, because like he said, Zack always talked about how Abe got him in the gym and stuff like that. So I was like, you know, I like genuinely playing one-on-one and guarding people and seeing what you're able to do. And so playing Abe probably got the most athletic jumper. That boy jumped 6 feet off the ground, bro. He jumped 7. I'm like, bro, I don't even jump that high. Like, chill out. And then, again, Abe's not an aggressive dude, but he'll tell you when he hoops, it's like a different switch when he gets competitive, bro. And the shit is just crazy to me. Like, I ain't never seen. I was like, bro, he gonna try to fight me type shit, like, cause he really be trying to compete.
Abe, how many late nights, bro? Like, we play like 10, 20 games.
Man.
It'd be like we weren't friends for 20 games. And they'd be like, all right, bro, you trying to go eat?
Yeah.
But during that, it was no words. We just kept the score in our head. Like, it was crazy,
I
man.
was talking to my homie about it yesterday. I was like, when you step in those lines, like, you're a nice guy. Genuinely nice guy. He's a big dude, 6'4", big black dude. He but when he steps in those lines, bro, he becomes a totally different person. Like a low-key killer. Like, I ain't worried about none of y'all. It's on. Forget you. The second we done, hey, man, you know, what's good? I'm like
nigga, you just
right. I was ready to fight him. Like, nah, bro, don't talk to me. Because I can't let it go for a minute if I'm losing. You know what I'm saying? I get mad for a minute.
And that's one of the things again, another thing I think that bonds me so well with you guys, because again, I was never the best, but I had that competitiveness. Like, yeah, we're gonna play 1-on-1 to 11. You're gonna beat me 11-3, but you know what? We're gonna run it back. Like, it's gonna be 11-7 next game. And then until I keep getting closer. Like, Zack was one of the big guys, you know, early on that took me into the gym and was really just helping me because I was the defensive shot blocker. And so I
don't even know how it officially like happened, but we started getting in the gym pretty frequently.
No, for sure. First Baptist Church, we'd go up there.
I think that's where everybody met, bro. Is First Baptist.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
That's the first time I seen DJ. I think it was the first time I seen you.
Okay.
Yep.
It could have been.
First time
That
I
full
seen
court.
You. Yep. And I've met so many people at First Baptist, bro.
So many.
It's crazy because First Baptist ain't nothing like that now. Like,
No.
Well, I think they're starting to hoop again there on like the week, like a Friday or something. Because
I think T. Jones.
T. Jones has been putting it on since he's got on with
for
Ball His Life and stuff. So he's been shouting it out.
Yeah, it definitely slowed down for a minute.
But it used to be
the
daily.
spot, you know.
Daily.
Like, it got so bad they had to put a list, a fat list. You know, then
You couldn't even lose and stay. You had to lose
Yeah.
and go to the house.
Then they put like 8-minute clocks. It was like, wow, yo, it was thick in there.
You couldn't hold the ball like at the end or switch possession or something. But there's so many rules, bro. It got real.
No, it was crazy because we didn't have, you know, some Oklahoma legends, in my opinion. You know, you had the Brandons, the Tilfords, Kendall, Big A would go up there. T. Jones is up there. Perry Jones, whenever he played for the Thunder, would go up there. Nino from Ardmore would go up there. Like, it was hoopers. And, like,
I remember Tiny Gallon was up there. You remember Tiny?
Yep.
I'm like, what? You just got drafted. What is you doing here?
Dude's up there hooping. And
I saw Perry hit the like Euro dunk from the 3-point line or something. I was like, what the fuck is this? Like, he started his gather right about the 3 and hit like a Euro dunk. I was like, yeah, this is different. This is different.
E. Fred. Remember
E. Fred, Strap.
He still hoop.
He still hoops. Shout out E. Fred, man.
And then you got like the random dudes that never went for it, but they was like just so nice. Like, I don't remember he was a shorter black dude with dreads, and he just had a little pop.
No, you're talking about Eric.
Yeah,
Eric Haney.
Crazy. I'm talking about a First Baptist legend.
But he started, man, he was an old head when he came there.
Yeah.
So his legends, like, I think because I used to hang out with him quite a bit, actually. When I was working out with Abe, I'd work out with him too.
Yeah.
He did a lot of like 3x3, 3-on-3, the FIBA and stuff like that. So I think he got a name over there too in like Arkansas. But I don't know, that strap was different too. That was
He had like a Jamal Crawford type game.
Yeah, just right up. Just right up. He always said keep it in your own, when I was trying to do it and learn, he'd say keep it in your box, like not too far out, right here. And just move, pull. And you kind of do that with like the wop right in front of you, but just keeping it tight.
Man, it's just something about that game of basketball, man. And like I said, I appreciate each and every one of y'all again because, you know, the offensive ability from all three of y'all, I think was very underrated and underappreciated a lot, oftentimes. But I valued that because it made me a better defender. Like, I didn't get minutes. You ain't putting me in the game to go get you 20.
Yeah.
But you going to put me in the game to guard your best player. And that shit helped me with, just moving my hips, switching my feet, guarding a certain way, learning how to guard left-handies. People that jump high on their jump shot, people that know how to use their size. Like, it's basketball is really, it's a different type of animal.
And Zack could always put on some random combo.
Right.
Throw you off. Right. Like he would do stuff walking up the floor, and I'm like, dude is bugging.
Yeah.
Creative,
Sometimes
man.
knock it down or dime, and I'm like, okay, because like Zack, I hate to be like this, but like when white boys walk in the gym, they don't really get the respect they deserve.
Never.
And then Zack lace them up. Okay, what's good?
And have to wait a couple games,
Yeah,
lace
right.
them up, wait a couple games, then it's your ass.
And then get out there and get bitch, and I'm like, y'all talk to Mr. Zack, y'all want to, he gonna bust you.
He's a
like
bucket,
anybody else.
yeah.
Facts.
Yeah, and that was one of my things like I loved about Zack, but you hate it when he's playing against you because you hit you with some combos and then he does the little step back lefty flick.
Yeah.
Like, smack. I'm like, what the fuck? Like I've played defense for 30 seconds or maybe 2-3 minutes, and then you just do some easy shit like that.
I tell you what bothered me most. His little jog back used to bother me.
Oh,
His little jog back used to bother me because it was just knocked down. It was just low key like, you're trash.
you're not fucking with me.
You're trash, bro. I'm like, okay.
All right, you made me really play now.
Yeah.
And
The
then-
gyms are where you have like those best type of moments like that because you're playing so many games back to back to back.
Yeah.
But I think the craziest game that meant the most to me, even though it was JV at Hillsdale, was my grandma, rest in peace, Grams. She came to watch. I think I was 7 for 9 from 3, but I was hitting that jog back all day.
Yeah.
Like just hit the 3 and just walk back like whatever. And it was Tyler Lindsay's senior night, so he was letting that thing go. So I had to fight for my whatever it was, 2030, but I had to fight for it because that ball wasn't coming this way. But man, I think that's what helped me a lot in life too, is the chip on my shoulder. But even playing at Westmore, like when we'd have those big runs, it'd be a minute before I got on, but bust your ass.
It was some good ass run at the open gyms that Tony hosted.
Some of the best run.
Yeah,
I mean, honestly,
I would
that's
agree.
the best
On
run.
this side of the state, yeah, for sure. Like I
remember Nell would be up in there. Even Coach Hodges would be up in there
Oh, yeah,
sometimes.
good.
Man,
Busy.
up there
What
getting
Hodges
buckets.
too, yeah.
Like, what is this?
But see, people don't know, now that I'm out of West Marcus, I used to have hoop sessions at 10 to midnight.
I bet you
Yeah.
say it's
Bro,
late.
you know what's crazy? I used to, like, when I had graduated from Moore, I had got a key. I don't even know if I want to say how I got the key.
Yeah, nah.
But anyway, I got a key.
Yeah.
And I would be up in the gym every night. This was my freshman year in college. And I would go, like, on the weekends, I would go to Moore. And I would just be in that bitch till, like, 5 in the morning.
No way.
By myself sometimes. And sometimes I would bring Meech with me. And
Our
we would
cutoff
just-
was 12:30.
we would just be in there working. But most of the time when I stayed that late, it was just me by myself.
Just in the zone.
Yeah. And I would really be in there like, man, I got to make this shit work. Like, this is what I want to do with my life,
Hell yeah,
That's a good gym to get it in at too by yourself.
Yeah.
Raised up. And
The little one or the big one?
The big one.
Oh, for
big
real.
gym.
And then I would have hoop sessions too.
Yeah.
And it would be mostly niggas from like Midwest City. So like AC would be there sometime.
Yeah.
Aaron, Chenault,
AC church legend.
church.
all ACs, homie.
lefty guy.
Burner's crazy.
Bro, like I remember
Crazy,
one
bro.
time it was deep in there. I'm like, fuck. Like, how am I gonna get these niggas out of here, bro? But luckily, it was all love. It was all positive. We were just in there competing,
Yeah, facts.
going at it, and after that, we just shut it down. I didn't have no problem with no niggas fighting. Or
Yeah, I never had no issue except with KJ at one time.
Yeah,
Tony, if they would have been
Loose
filming
cannon.
like they do now, when you were holding your runs, that'd be like famous runs. Yeah,
No bullshit.
See, if that happened now, I'll bring my camera. That's from my perspective, always fun.
you were
'cause
just there trying to bust
I would
people
be
ass and
there.
talk shit.
Yeah, I'd be there talking shit, or just watching because some dudes
Just
there
mad.
was good, like above. I couldn't even play with them,
Yeah.
and I'd just be sitting there watching. The youngest kid there, just sitting there watching everybody play. I've seen Zack play. I've seen everybody play, and I'm like, that was crazy. Because back then, boy, if I had a camera, I'd have brought a camera.
It would have
crazy.
been
Would have
wild.
been so dope.
Crazy.
I probably would have
That
got
would've been
fired.
some
But
good
it was
ass-
No
still-
facts.
Yeah, it would have been worth it.
It used to be so deep in there. We'd be there till like midnight.
Bro, there was one time I had so many people. I had both gyms rocking.
Yeah,
Bro, you were walking between them.
I was there.
God, there was so
Damn.
many
Yeah.
people.
I was
I'm just
there.
like, and at the time, I'm like, man, I'm just glad all these cats is here. Nobody ain't running the streets.
Yeah.
exactly.
Bro, man,
That's what it's
On a
about,
Saturday
bro.
night,
Right,
like
you know what I'm saying? I'm like, let's get in here, get it in. Everybody hooping, having a good time, and then a lot of times people leave. Some cats just stay and want to chop it up.
Yeah.
Have
I never looked at it like that, honestly.
Yeah, have
like how much people could have been doing bad stuff, but
You
there's-
don't ever.
I never
you
thought
know.
about it.
You know, you got to think about it. At 12:30, they could have been at the club. Something happened.
Yeah.
Somebody, you know, something random. Instead, they with the homies. We hoping everybody just having a good time.
There was never no girls there, nobody hanging out, just
Nah,
nothing but
strictly
everybody hooping.
business.
That's what's crazy.
A lot of other places are like that, but not.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah,
just
Westmore
and,
sessions.
business.
and I appreciate it. You know, a lot of cats respect me, and I just wanted our gym hoop sessions to be what it was.
Yeah.
And if one day Mustang I can make it happen, shoot, I'll have them come out there. People to drive.
Yeah.
for sure. It was just just those runs, man. It was just to be there, and you see people that you ain't seen in a minute just
Facts.
pull up to come hoop. You know what I'm
Old
saying?
legends, old
Yes.
heads, you know, all that.
Right. You got, 'cause I just remember plenty of times going up there and it's like, okay, me and Aaron and such playing. And then you see like Zack pull up, Tilford pull up, Brandon, Abe. And it's like, yeah, bro, we're going to have to wait a few games. We're going to have to wait a few games, bro.
When you first started Westmore, I think Cornell was going wild up
What?
there. He was shutting that bitch down.
And it would go sometimes 10, 11
Stupid.
games win streak. And then I get on this team, so I win all them games.
Right.
But that was cool in the big gym for sure. I think one time, or when I was training for Hillsdale with you, you used to let me get in there sometimes
shit
on the gun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
facts. But then we had the Shady 1080 game.
Yeah.
You know, and we played against another store or whatever that was.
some
we
bums.
We blasted them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Where were we at? Because I played, right?
Yeah, it was in that-
Yeah,
it was in the
it
big
was
gym.
at Westmore.
Y'all did I'm not gonna say the
Bro,
company name, but
Bro, I don't know how it happened.
I don't know
but
why they
was
let us
talking-
get on
They was
the team.
talking noise to us about basketball.
how did y'all even access the ability to talk to another store?
DJ got
It was
word.
like they did that a lot in the city though. The stores talked to them.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
because
What the?
you do inventories, right?
Oh, that's
and
facts.
so I think we went to one of the other stores and like
Was it Quail?
Quail, and shout out to Rashad. Man.
Shut up.
Rashad, man. Hey, Rashad was in there talking shit, and he had like Kobe posters up in his office and stuff like that. He said, "You want to guard me?" He said, "I step back." You know how them old heads be talking shit, and I was like, "Bro, you were not doing none of that. You gonna have to get your whole fucking store to try to hoop against us." And he was just like, "Man, you pick whoever. We can meet whatever at the park." None of that. I said, "Brr, Tony."
Yeah, fact.
I said, "Bro, he talking crazy." I said, "All I need is you, Zack, Abram,
Bro.
and we can get Lane if we need to."
I just got to thinking in my head, like, there's no way these cats is fooling with us.
Right.
And so I'm like, cool, meet us at the gym. It is what it is. And we went one night probably like 7, 8 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
Got in there. And,
Did we finish? I feel like they quit or something.
well, we had played I think we played a couple games.
Okay.
yeah,
And then that's what it was.
Yeah.
just blasted.
What the?
Well, I was shooting that mother.
He was.
far, too. I was launching it.
I never knew this. That's
Yeah,
funny.
we used
Will, did Will play?
He might have been there
He would just be there like talking shit.
up and down the sideline.
Yeah, but no, he actually might have quit.
So, do y'all know that me and Dante were friends when y'all met each other?
Nah.
Did y'all meet each other at Dick's?
I knew that
Yeah.
Dante had a friend named Alex. I didn't know there's just the name Alex. You know what I'm saying? Like I
don't even think we was talking at this time. When I was
No, I was
working at
talking.
Dick's.
No, Will was no work because that was after tornado. It was 2013 because we was living in this apartment. That's how I met Dante. Me and Dante live in the same apartment,
Oh,
See, I didn't even know that.
and
I
Will
didn't
worked
even
at
know.
Dick's because I remember one time it was Black Friday. I remember me and Mom went up there and that nigga like he was finna die.
Yeah, but he's always acting like that.
He was finna die. But that's all I didn't know if y'all made that connection.
Bro,
Y'all
some of the
made-
hours up there are crazy. I remember on those inventory days you were saying that I was working like 16 hours or
Yeah.
something. I'm like, is this illegal, bro?
12-hour
Like,
shift. Everybody's got to
Talking
work.
about here's Chick-fil-A. They ain't doing me no good.
Yeah, chicken biscuit my ass.
as happy as I am, it ain't doing shit. No.
I'm telling you, dudes. This was back in the day. Dudes wake up, smoke a little bit, go up in there, bro, just in there drowsy, putting them shoes up.
So they used to make us
Get
get there
off.
with like 3 in the morning,
Yeah,
2 or something like that. You
2 to
said,
2.
wow. Yeah, that's nuts.
I remember
lighting.
one time we did an inventory thing. I think it was in Midwest City, and we went. I think it was it you?
I think it was me and
went
you.
to go hoop after.
Yeah, because we
To
were there
First
all night.
Baptist?
And we went there at like 11 and we
Bro.
hooped. And after that, though,
You had left before me, I think, and like when I got in the car, bro. Like I had drunk an energy drink before we went to the. Bro, I got in the car, all my shit was locking up.
dehydration.
Like this. Like my fingers was cramping, everything. I thought I was gonna
Dehydrated,
die, bro.
That's crazy.
So I went to the store, got a banana and a Gatorade. It was good.
Man, I just remember being bloated in Dick's Sporting Goods and then just like, oh shit, whatever.
Right,
and then
fuck it.
just be like walking past Tony or walking past DJ or walking past Abe and just be weak as hell that this is what we're doing. Like, shout out Michael. I would come in there hungover sometimes, and he'd be like, "Yeah, you can sleep in the back for a little bit," and then he'd come on the headset like, "Hey, get up, it's time." But
Right.
like, I don't know how that operation rolls like that, but it was at the time.
Yeah, we used to make it rock though.
Made it work.
Make it rock.
Make it work.
Getting there 4 a.m, all of us like, nah, bro, not today. Let's get it.
Laughing.
Y'all were different coming in on the truck, because even when y'all did like that early stuff, I was coming in at like 9,
Yeah.
10. I just stayed a long time. Y'all was there early.
I wanted to get in and get out that motherfucker, bro. I was like, you gonna put me? I'll get off by 12, whatever. All right, bet. I get
Yeah, what was old buddy, the dorky dude that ran the truck?
Joe Rayner.
Is that with the glasses?
Big ass calf. Bro, he is
Weak, bro. He used to have me weak, bro. So serious, 4 a.m. I'm like, bro, you gotta chill, bro. You gotta chill.
Like, no, you guys got to be here on time, then we can get the truck done. And you, like, Joe,
What time
shut
do you
the
wake up for
fuck
that?
up.
2:30? Like, if
It's mad early.
Yeah.
bro.
Like 3. And you know, I lived down the street at the time. I could walk there, but shout out to my guys for always giving me a ride home with my bum ass.
yeah, because walking, fuck.
But y'all did always have the vibes right when I came.
Music
they had
going.
the they had the music on. It's like, all right, I'm chilling, man. What's up?
Shit, when half of the back was fucking high, everybody just laughing and shit, waiting to go on lunch.
I kept it alive when I went to finish line. I was trying to keep the same vibe alive for a little bit.
I
I was solo over there.
I'm telling you.
No, I got Hick on.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I got a funny ass picture of him too, where he's in a wife beater looking like Eminem or something. I'm gonna hold that for life.
Oh, man. I'm telling you. It's just good times, good memories. You know, the Shady 1080, bro. It was just a different animal. Yeah, it's like, I don't want to say all our meeting ground, but how, like, this became, like, a thing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm always grateful for that place, even though they piss me the fuck off all the time. You know, asking me to come in for no reason.
Because they knew you would go.
That is true.
I know he was a hard worker, boy.
They called me, they'd be like, yeah, Tony ain't gonna make it.
Hey, nah, there's a few times fucking Wade's punk ass Wade be like, hey, DJ, you can come in. I mean, you don't have to do nothing. You can just stand in team sports. We don't have nobody come in. I mean, like, I ain't do nothing. I ain't doing none of that bat shit. None of the
None of the
just come in.
glove beating
Yeah,
it with
yeah.
the stick.
Dang, y'all had jobs. I mean, I know I was on footwear, but I kept it selective with what I touched.
Yeah, bro. They still wasn't trying to get, bro. I ain't get a raise. I ain't get 50 cents in 4 years.
Bro, I saw something today that said it's easier to make $6,000 on the side than get a raise from your job, like within a month. And that shit's real.
Yeah.
Like 50 cents or 25 cents, and you're all happy because it went a quarter up. You start adding shit up.
No,
It doesn't work out right.
bro.
They got 92 hours of your life in a week.
Swear to God. And then
You're never gonna get back.
Never, bro. You tired. You ate it. You had an energy drink. You had to get dehydrated for him. Like, that's fuck, bro.
They got a girl they hired 6 months ago talking about some. Here's $2. Here's, you know, we'll get you. We'll put you at 11.50.
Mike was different. You know,
Mike, Wade. Anytime there's
a tight ship.
Yeah, it was. They just get called to the back. You over here bitching about 50 cents. She comes back. Yeah, they just gave me $1 to stay. Bitch, what?
You remember Flowers, punk ass?
Yes, bro. You remember Flowers?
I don't know.
Mike Flowers.
The man,
Oh,
he was
yeah,
big
yeah,
boy.
Big Mike.
Yeah.
God, it was embarrassing.
Yeah,
His shirts used to be
nipping.
tiny. Oh, my Lord.
It's just like a lot in this area. It's
Yeah.
tight in the bottom boob area. I don't know what that is.
I'm telling you, something different.
That place was fun, man. It was a good time when we was young, for real.
Hell yeah, I think I was 18 when I got on and 22 when I left. What about you?
Damn. How old were you when you started at Hillsdale?
I might have been 24.
So I was 22 and you were 23, I guess, when we started Dick's.
Mm-hmm.
And then I left Dick's like 3 years in because I did Hillsdale, except for my last year. So 2 years at Dick's. So I 22 to 25 maybe. And then finished line, finished Hillsdale, and then branched out right at like 25.
Hell yeah, Tony, you was in and out.
Yeah, I was only there for like a year and a half, something like that. But when I got the school job, it was over with.
No, I respect
But
that.
yeah, I think I was only there from like 2019 to 21, maybe, or 19 to almost 21.
Did Will put you on there? Who put you on there with
I think
Wasn't it Will?
it had to be Will.
Will's
So-
funny.
So
ass.
I'm assuming Will left Mazio's.
So yeah, Will
Yeah.
left Mazio's. I was at Academy.
Yeah, that
Then
makes
he
sense.
brought me to
I'm
Dick.
trying to timetable too. I'm just going. That's crazy. Y'all two didn't. That's just blowing my mind.
What?
I'm saying like me and Dante knew each, like we was friends forever, and then y'all two.
Y'all was young when me and DJ.
Yeah, but I'm saying like, y'all didn't make that connection.
Nah, I never
probably.
would've
That's
thought.
just crazy.
No, but
They were getting up at 4 a.m. to work on a truck.
Okay,
Think
we wasn't
of
talking
shit.
about
They
our
wasn't
brothers.
talking.
But
Yeah.
my thing is, we had hoop sessions. You would come, we kick it sometimes. I never knew.
No, that is right, because I seen you once, but I ain't never see who Dante, because Dante was him going to hang out with Alex, but I never seen him whenever Dante was going to go hang out with him.
Yeah.
So whenever we was going to play at the gym and I see him up there, I'm like, oh, you're like, oh, that's my little brother. Then come to find out, this is the Alex that Dante been talking about. You know what I'm
Makes
saying?
sense.
That's crazy, bro.
It was like Tony used to bust your ass. I used to bust Dante ass, but we ain't gonna talk about that. We ain't gonna
That's
talk about that.
facts.
We still waiting on 2-on-2.
When we was young. When we was young. That's just a fact. You gotta admit that, bro.
You was getting me back then, but you know it's
Now,
different. You know,
I give everybody credit now. Like, I ain't giving nobody bucks unless I just got in the mood.
No.
Man, Tony, who's your favorite person you gave a whole bunch of bucks to, though? Who'd you tear up, bro? Or a game you had or something? Because I know you done had some things.
Yeah. I mean, you talk about tear up. I played Del City when I was a sophomore, junior, in a tournament in Ardmore.
Ooh,
And,
gritty.
And I was busting him for a minute.
For real?
When they coach called timeout, he goes, "Who's gonna guard the fat kid?" And I'm like, nobody, bro. Not a soul, bro. But yeah, that's just what it was, man. That's individuals. Nah, I can't think of nobody like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm a
More
team guy.
game like.
I'm a
yeah.
team guy. You know what I mean? I talk that noise for my teammates.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to. That's how I took advantage of my opportunities when I played. You know, because I knew I wasn't going. Unless Haji used to be on me like shoot the ball, be tripping. I remember one time specifically we playing Norman in the old gym before we got the new one. They swing the ball to me, or the Mustang actually. He swing the ball to me, and I don't shoot it. He right here. Shoot the ball next time you touch it. And I'm like, all right. And I'm far, bro. Like, all right. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm shooting it regardless.
Right.
So they brought it back. I shot it. I made it. He said, what'd I tell you? What'd I tell you? Shoot the ball when you catch it. I'm like, all right, bro.
For sure.
Zack, what about you?
Man, game-wise, because that's a better question for sure. I got 2 games that, well, the one of the most important was that grandma game, just because she passed real shortly after that. And, like, when she was passing, she brought that up. She's like, I just remember when he was wetting those threes. And I was like, oh, like, damn.
Right.
But 2 games, bro. I hate that in this podcast I've had to say RIP like so many times.
No, it's
but
not.
Shelvin Webb, y'all know Shelvin, killer,
RIP,
absolute
Rest in peace.
killer on the court, bro. I had a summer league game against him one time, and it was probably like one of the craziest games that no one saw because me and him were the only ones that knew each other.
Right.
But I think we had 40 apiece. Damn. Talking so much shit because we were on different teams. Talking so much shit, the ref was trying to tech us out and all that. And he's like, no, that's my boy. Like, we good. And so that game, because that was just random, Shelvin just happened to be on the other team when we were battling. Because I met Shelvin when he was a 7th grader. He met James first. And we used to go watch him at Highland West. Like, family ties.
Right.
But then, man, I played a Dallas JUCO when I was at Hillsdale. And those JUCOs that we would play would sometimes
was
be
dog.
rough, like,
Yeah.
because they're paying us to get smacked or something.
Get our ass.
Yeah.
But bro, I think it was the purple and green Dallas one. Y'all probably remember.
Yeah.
But every person on their 15-man roster guarded me.
You was killing them.
Everybody
Yeah.
guarded me. I was like, everybody, and that's when I started just really mastering like a nice behind the back. But it was everybody. And that I did feel good. I didn't even have that many points. I was just more of a team guy at that time.
Yeah.
But that did make me feel good. I was like, damn, the whole team.
That's
And I talk loud.
Yeah.
Like I'm talking to the coach. Like your whole team. Like,
Yeah, no, yes, that's no bullshit. Linko, what about you, man?
To keep it a buck, I think some of my better games was against Westmore, bro.
Hey.
Like I remember our first, we won one game. I think y'all beat us once. We beat y'all.
What
once.
year was that?
My senior year, 2010.
Oh, okay.
2009, 2010.
We was pathetic.
So was we, man. But I mean, I think I had some of my better games. I remember we was playing at y'all's place, and they had your little well, he was your little homie. Now he done got taller.
Who?
He was skinny. I think his name. Man, I'm trying to remember his name, bro.
Alonzo?
Yeah.
Oh,
They
yeah,
had him
like-
guarding me, and I was more of a physical guard. So like, I feel like I could get anything on him at the time, and I kept hitting him with the the little, the shoulder step back.
The thing that I get accused of.
Yeah, and one time I even got disrespectful with it.
Accused of.
I had got disrespectful and stepped back. I kind of pushed him in his face. And I hit
my
it.
boy's fuck.
It was bad, but he was y'all was younger than us.
He was small back then.
He was
wasn't
super small,
So
bro.
small.
That's why I was like,
hanging
what?
off his.
Yeah.
Complete though.
It was that bad. Bro.
He's
We
pretty
had to play
good.
all of us.
He got way better later on, but
He was always that pure point, but yeah, not at that time. That's a tough time.
But
Not you as a senior, him as like a freshman.
Yeah,
sophomore.
but that's why I was like, why is he guarding me?
Why is he going? Hey, he disrespecting you, low key.
I mean,
that's why it was your best game. You felt disrespect.
But
I don't even know. If I'd had one, it might have been my senior year, just guarding Shaq Morris. And, people kind of laughing at me because I was skinny and short, and they kept trying to lob the ball over. And then once you ain't getting it over me, I was like, yeah, y'all can be the number 1 or number 2 supposed team that's supposed to go to state if you want to. This big nigga ain't catching the ball. And then
no catch.
No, and individually though, I think just my favorite part of all of it is just playing you guys over the years and learning.
Pick up 21, whatever.
Because it's cool that first game, but y'all as competitors and y'all knowing I'm not good on defense, how mad that second game it gets like. Oh yeah, bro, you scored 5 points. I bet you I get to 11 before you even get to 2 now. And it's like it's really like getting in there because me and Zack we'd run 1-on-1s after they got done running full court at the church for a while. I remember my first game, pickup game against Abe, just 1-on-1s, the half courts, and it's like. Okay, this nigga, he's putting his shoulder in my chest. Like I'm gonna have to. I'm out here trying to flex my abs.
That's the thing.
Everything.
Like against DJ, against shot blockers, you got to get into
Body
him
him first. Body him
so
first.
that's what I would do with DJ. I would make sure I get my shoulder in there or the little chicken wing and create some space so I could get my shot out. Because if not, he gonna block it.
Because he was blocking me. He probably made my step back nastier because I was having to create from here to like out the door without him blocking me. But for sure, that length.
Nah, man. Y'all's just creative ability, man. Because you say that, I try to close the gap. And as soon as I get out there, you drop the ball and cut him. Like, fuck.
Hey, when you're this size, you got to have options.
Man,
you got to have options.
That's where the hezzy come in.
I mean,
Yeah.
I would say right now, Tony got one of the meanest headzies on earth.
I love it. I know if I get to it, I'm probably gonna make it.
I just remember seeing it for the first time when his eyes got big, like he was gonna pull it, and he just dropped and took off. I was like, where the fuck is?
And what's funny is this is what's funny. I was arguing with one of the little homies yesterday because he just a young cat and he think he know everything. So he was talking mess to me. I said, dude, back when I was your age, like people were like, if I went by him, they'd be like, that big dude was moving fast. I'm like, I've just moved quick. I get to my spots
From here to here.
Yeah, I'm like, people don't realize like for a big dude, if I know where I'm going, I'm gonna get there in a hurry.
Right.
But it's just what it was, and that's why I had so much fun with it. Because as a big guy, you're automatically expected to be slow and this and that, and I'm like. No, I'm trying to be like, yo, I'm just fat. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be like, yo.
And then trying to meet you in the air is a different story. I'm over here trying to block shots.
Hey, you might catch one of these. He used to hit the.
That's what everybody say, bro.
But I gotta shout you out, Abe. That game we played one time in Hillsdale, or not at Hillsdale. We played at a Kansas school, a JUCO. Remember, like Rashad Evans was from there or something. Mm-hmm. It was like a farmhouse.
Yeah.
You were busting ass that day.
Oh,
I remember you hit that and one in the corner and looked at the ground and like slapped it, looked at the bench. And Abe be talking shit. Got up on him. I was like, fuck.
Nah, I'll be different on the court, bro. Like outside of basketball or just when I'm competing, I'll be real chill. But like when I get on the court, like even at the mat league, I don't be as productive. I ain't gonna lie. But like Meech be like, bro, why you always talking shit? Like,
I can't help it. It
I'm
keeps
just
me
like,
going.
bro, that's what like engages me because some people they're real nice and it's like, nah.
Because
Like,
then I'm gonna like,
get it,
wait, let's get it.
Yeah, like they be real nice and that's when I gotta turn up. Like, no, don't be nice to me, bro. Let's get it. Let's
Right,
compete.
It doesn't take long. You smack him a couple times.
Because it's a battle, bro. Like, basketball's a battle.
Amen.
It's essentially like a fight, me versus you.
Yeah.
And every man in a situation, if it's you versus them, you got to want to win. You know what I'm saying? You got to have some fun.
You don't want to keep getting scored on.
A lot of kids nowadays be like, it's like legit a game.
Right.
Whatever.
I'm like, nah, bro. You got that edge. Like, I'm trying to win. I don't care how none of y'all feel. That's when you know he a dog.
Right,
For real.
right.
Yeah, that was one of my, like I said, just one of my favorite things about y'all is just that switch because I played against dudes my own age, obviously, when I was 7th, 8th, 9th, all the way up. And they're not as competitive. You know, you can go give them a bucket and they're not trying to guard you any different way. You know, you steal the ball from them, they're trying to get rid of the ball. But like when I'm playing against y'all, it's like a different type of like, nah, fuck you, you're not that good.
You gotta earn
Coming right back.
yeah. You gotta earn your respect always.
No, for sure. Like I said,
Those battles, bro. Like when it's like my favorite was when like everyone was looking at just you and it's one-on-one ISO. Yeah. That's just my favorite. Whether you're gonna pass it to a big man or do whatever you're gonna do, but when everyone's looking at you, that shit is wild.
Right.
Like that's fun.
those king of the courts when you'd have like 4 or 5
2 dribbles, 3 dribbles.
When you gotta get in your bag to get
Like
that
tight.
point.
Cutthroat.
I don't play 3 dribbles. I ain't playing.
Yeah.
Bro, Phil's punk ass used to make me play no dribbles. I was like, you're 6'3".
You're right.
But hey, it made me better
Yeah,
because
you
I was
know.
able to shoot, but he was busting my ass. Y'all, do you know Phil?
I don't think so.
He played
I
at
might.
He played at Hillsdale. He wasn't from Oklahoma. He's
He's
from
from
like
Louisiana.
Louisiana.
But just a solid ass
What's up
hooper,
his
bro.
name that has the company Ugly?
Todd Drell.
Oh, okay.
Todd.
Okay.
He played at Hillsdale too.
Yeah.
Todd's got games
He's
too.
a bucket. He still be hooping.
Still be
from time
hooping.
to time, yeah.
Mhm.
Coach
He got
now.
an AAU team and stuff.
Yeah,
right?
coach.
His son is nice.
I seen
Dude,
some
or
clips.
Zay?
Yeah, he is nice.
Yeah, shout out them, man. I like that. His
It's
friend-
different backwards.
Yeah, his
I don't know how
friends,
you would say it, but everything he's doing with those kids, because he works a lot too. And him doing all that for those kids, taking them to other states and stuff the same way you do, like that stuff's huge because a lot of kids don't have it.
No.
I didn't play AAU or anything, but
Me neither.
none of my coaches cared. But the way y'all care is a big deal.
No, for sure.
Love.
I also want to give, y'all's respect because, Tony, like you said, you do for the kids, all the things you do for your wife, your family. Zack, being, uncle, big bro to, King, Sailor, Princeton, like all just the shit that you do for them, you know what I'm saying? Not being their dad, but make sure you're there for the games. Make sure you're there for, school stuff, homework, whatever they need, you know what I'm saying? Abram, you've always been like that to see how you are with your son, with Aiden, and then, you're about to be a new father again.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just having that nurturing kind of thing about y'all because that's what made me so comfortable with coming to y'all with certain shit, talking to y'all about whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sure y'all have seen it probably in the first episode, like, I struggled a lot with just depression, different shit, self-confidence, whatever. So, and I never had the big homies. It was always like my friends, but my friends were assholes. They're like, bro, stop being a bitch. Like, I'm like, bro, you don't get it.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? But plenty of times after work, I go over to Zack's, we play 2K, do whatever. He let me chill for a little bit. Big Tony, we get off from doing the fucking truck at 4 a.m. I come over there, pass out, wake up, play some video games.
Yeah, man,
FIFA.
but there's times, like I told you, I can say the same thing, like, quit being a weenie, but I also tell you, like, what's wrong.
Yeah.
We have that conversation because, a lot of times we used to have those talks, bro. I'm like, what's wrong with you, bro? And, you good. Be confident. It's all right. Life's cool. Things happen. It is what it is. And a lot of young cats, young men coming up don't get it. A lot of people don't. And I don't want to say dads, but a lot of male figures aren't giving it to them in that manner.
Right.
It's just hard, or sometimes negative.
Because that's how they was raised.
Yeah, they never hear nothing positive. So when you got men like us to come in their world, it kind of like blows their mind. Like, why is he being nice to me?
Yeah.
Why does he want to know how I'm feeling? Because honestly, bro, I've been in a situation like if it wasn't for my dad, I ain't had nobody to talk to, and he gave me all the advice in the world. And
Right.
so for cats that don't have dads, or cats don't have, male figures, there's somebody out there that wants to help you.
Right.
No, absolutely. And, Zack was the first one for me that was just there all the time. Then Abe would let me come pull up, and I stay for days at this nigga house.
At the apartment?
Yes,
Norman.
on the
Yeah,
couch.
That was off Barry. I'd be driving by it and I'd be like, that was my boy Abe.
Yep, just pulling up there playing 2K with him and
Yep.
Meech, bro. Falling asleep on the couch, for, like I said, days, just chilling. So, like I said, I appreciate them talks because, like I said, a lot of people that are older, people your age, they don't, like, it's not cool to have certain conversations. It's not cool to have a certain talk with your homeboy, but it don't matter what it was. I could talk to y'all about it, chop it up, whatever, for a little bit. Niggas be like, let's go get some food. You know what I'm saying? But, like, that shit was the coolest shit ever to me because that shit blew my mind because it was never a popular thing to do. Like, you don't hear many dudes talking about them talking to their friends like
Right.
that or their big homies. So,
But when you look back, you find people that did that for you. So, like, I mentioned Abe doing a lot for me. Eric earlier, Eric Haney, he used to give me a lot of OG talks too. And there's other people that would come into my life and give me some game that maybe I was 8 years old or 13 years old or maybe 25 and didn't know it was game. But once I did get it, trying to pass it on. And I think it's cool that this is, you know, it's so easy to talk to like your boys.
Right.
Like I wish you could, like listen and engage that good in everything you do, because like sometimes I'm trying to do like a real estate deal, then this, but like to be able to do this is just like so, I don't know, fueling. I guess it just like recovers you, kind of. Yeah, refreshing. Just letting you, like, I've never wanted to listen to somebody so much. You know what I mean? So I think people, not only young men, but everyone in general, needs to find more people they can converse with, especially in this day and age when it's always on the go. And like I shouted you out earlier with the phone call, I think just with anybody getting more involved, like even talking to Prince or talking to anybody or calling you, I think just engagement is helping a lot more, especially in the last year being like last year when everything got shitty, it was like dark, but I think everyone saw what meant something to them throughout. That's true. So it's still cool to see how far we've come, but along the way we were always the same. You know, like it's 10 years down the line, but you're saying stuff that I would do tomorrow. Right. So that type of stuff is cool. It just lets you know your circle's good, especially when we don't talk every day.
Right. And I got to give it up to that as well, just because, one, we're all in such different spaces in life that it's not like, we ain't on the same wavelength, or you know what I'm saying? Like we're not in the same circles per se. So I can't really, like, I'm trying to focus on this. I'm trying to get so invested into this. Like with you, it could be I'm only, you know, fucking with realtors, or I'm talking to realtors because we have similarities a lot more nowadays. You know, you with streaming, you know what I'm saying? And you could be like, I'm only chopping up with niggas that play games. You with coaches or whatever you're doing, you know what I'm saying? We're able to go in so many different directions in life, but still maintain that bond.
The foundation.
Yeah. And that's what I appreciate, because a lot of people, as you grow, you go in different avenues in life, and that's how like that disconnect goes. But we can all not talk for 6 months, a year, and then boom. And then we chop it up like we just seen each other yesterday. Yeah, man.
And then you start remembering like a bunch of times and shit like that, of times you were hanging out. I remember like you busting my ass with the Bucks like years ago with Monte Ellis, and then it was
Brandon
Jennings. Yeah, and then the storm was coming, so you had to bounce because we were gonna run it back.
Bro, I was, you know, cause
that was kind of bad weather, right?
It was in that Moore. That was, I don't know if it was before that big tornado.
I think it was right after.
So I was
we were
shook.
On alert.
Yeah, I was shook after that because I was there when that big tornado. It was me. You remember Brandon Waddle?
I think I remember the name.
Well, Ashley was there. And we was back in that little office.
From the gym. Yeah. I mean, from the store. Yeah, I know Waddle. Yeah.
And after that, I was shook. Like, still to this day, I don't mess with tornadoes. So.
No, it was like a war zone and more afterwards, where there's helicopters going on and stuff.
Oh yeah.
So I was like, man, I'm about to play you in a 2K. I'm about to
you had to leave. I was like, nah, man, you can't win.
Yeah, all right.
It sucked because I had beat him. He was trying to run it back. I'm like, nah, I gotta go, bro. Then it wasn't really nothing. It wasn't even that bad when I did left.
I think you texted me and said that. Like, it wasn't even that bad. Just to let me know.
You're rubbing it in. No, man. Again, man, I can't thank y'all enough. It's just crazy because, like, this is some shit I've been wanting to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't seen Abe maybe but on accident within the last fucking...
Accident.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I ain't seen Abe's face in so long, yeah.
Right.
A minute.
Like, face to face, so long.
Right.
For a minute, I was only seeing
AO one. I don't know where I seen him. I should have said something, but I didn't say nothing because I wasn't in the right space. But I was literally like right here, and I seen him out my shadow. I'm like, that's AO. But let me just keep going.
Sometimes you got to.
I wasn't trying to be rude or anything, but I was just like, I know if I sit here and talk, we're gonna be here
forever. Right. No, I get that. Zack, I think he pulled up on me to the apartment not long ago, or it probably was months ago. Now, you know what I'm saying? But we pulled up.
But then you pulled up to my house.
Yeah.
And got to check that out too.
Got to see my boy's new crib at the time. That shit's cool.
Man, I appreciate you.
Seeing people grow, man. That shit is so cool to me. Just seeing, you know, Tony was at the duplex.
Man. Yep. And then I'm at the house now.
At the house.
And then my wife want to build something nice, so that's the next goal.
See.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just, but my thing is like those cats, they inspired the mess out of me in real estate. Like it gave me the courage to be like, I can do this. Like for real. Like the game they taught me, and then when they put in, added Zack to the team, and the way they blew up, and the way they kind of handed everything to Zack, like you got the ranks now, bro. And the way he carried, I'm like, these cats are doing it, bro. But they just took the chance. They just like, I'm gonna just do it, and they did it together. So I'm like, I gotta try. Before I have children and all that, I gotta try these things for real, and then that's just how it goes. You know what I'm saying? But that's what it's just for. Like I told you, bro. Anytime you want to help, try to do something. Let's do it. It's just what it is.
For sure, man. So, I guess moving forward, I want to know like what is something that you're working on, something that you're planning to gain traction in within these coming years. Like you said, Zack, you're 28, going on 29.
Yeah.
My boy Linko's big 30. Big 27. I'm 26. So what's something that y'all got planned or something that you would like to work towards in the near future? I'm going to start with you, Abe.
Definitely want to keep, leveling up with the stream. Like I know it's a slow grind, but that's something I feel like you could do, set aside an hour or two a day.
Yeah.
Definitely want to keep doing that. Definitely want to get some more merch out, some different designs, build my little anti-brand. And then just, get ready to become a father, and teach my son everything I know, and make sure he's greater than me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Little Linko.
Little Linko.
Little Linko, man. That shit is awesome, bro. Like, just seeing that shit, bro. Like, because I remember, like, these niggas with no beards. Like, you know what I'm saying? like we was there. Like,
I think Abe had a beard since he was like 15.
Yeah, he been had the
I
beard.
definitely had the stash.
Yeah, he always had the stash. I remember Zack with the mohawk and the baby face.
Oh man,
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
My boy Tony, before he had that thick, luscious ass beard on his face, boy was bald in the face. Pause.
wow.
Talk about the hair on his face.
Yeah, bro.
Nowhere else.
No
man.
pause.
Why you looking at another man's face? Talking about his luxury.
Hey, bro, he's got a nice beard, bro.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead,
Let
bro.
him know, bro. He be hating on my beard.
You
bro.
know, it be making me jealous, bro. You seen his beard, your beard, Meech's beard. I be like, damn.
No, that day we was killing him.
Yeah.
His Meech beard is
Nah,
different. He's
He's been working on his
Nah,
beard for
bro.
a minute.
No, Alex hit me like, because I'm real competitive with my beard. He's like, Meech is killing him. I'm like,
Yeah, I said, bro, y'all can't have y'all in the same room too much. Bro. You gonna,
Listening to
Yeah,
bro,
Yeah,
like oil,
perfectly
bro.
shaped and everything,
You know what I
bro.
mean? Like
Look, he just got it chopped.
shampooed and all that. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, y'all both had the beards.
massage into the beard. And
yeah, he know what he doing with that, bro.
Man, I'm just saying, it's just cool. You know, like I'm saying, we've gone through life. We done went through the whole. I done seen y'all go through y'all's club phase. I done seen y'all go through. Oh, I just got this new car. I'm finna be a dad. You know what I'm saying?
All the phases, bro.
Yeah, man. Like that shit is. You know, we've lost so many people over the years. You know, through the COVID years, stuff like that, and to just see that you're blessed enough to see people that you love and care for be able to achieve certain things. Like it just always blows my mind. That's why I'm always so excited to talk to y'all, because it's just like we've spent so much time together, and to see where you are now versus where you were, and where you were wasn't bad, but to see that you just still have that work ethic to continue to get better. Like that shit is. It just motivates me every day. Just to like, you know what I'm saying? Like, shit, I know Tony's finna do 7 jobs today, so I might as well, you know.
Yeah, you know.
I know my boy Zack's finna get off a few houses and then go drive the fucking motorcycle and then go do, work out, get ready for a fight.
That's your Harley Davidson?
Yeah.
Hey.
I've been riding it full time, bro, when it's 10 degrees or when it's 100.
For real?
I've been on that thing. I will say, me personally, I would much rather ride when it's cold as fuck
Really?
than 100. You can't get away from it, bro.
Yeah.
It's just hot.
You can't take enough clothes off.
But on the winter, I had a little system. I was cool. I had some like snow pants and gloves. Straight.
Yeah.
Straight.
You pull up to appointments in the motorcycle?
Bro, yeah.
That's dope.
But the only thing that messed me up on is I have to remember to like get
your
a
bag.
sign so I can throw a sign in my bag.
Oh, yeah.
Because you always think they're like in the car. But man, the bike's been fun. I mean, I know it's risky and things like that, but I enjoy it. I got it last year. I just went and took the class because my wife had got a bike first. And she fought first. She does everything first. She be trying to push me, I guess.
Right.
She's the one
That's
that got me
dope.
some tattoos and shit too. So I guess
Nice.
she's just putting me on. But she got the motorcycle and she didn't even have like her license yet. So we went and took the test. And after we took the test, I bought me one. She still rides pretty regularly, but I sold my car like as soon as I bought the bike. So I used to whip the Volkswagen. I just sold that and been on the bike for a year.
Word?
And it's tough. I mean, like today sucked,
Yeah.
but it's so fun. Like I can't. I don't know.
You still got Smurf or no?
Smurf, man. That's. I sold that at Dick's.
Really?
Yeah, 'cause
Yeah.
you got the red joint.
Yeah, I got that Volkswagen.
Yeah.
That
Okay.
red
That's right.
maroon.
That's right.
That one made me feel lavish because it had like white guts. But,
Yeah.
but no, the motorcycle full time, and then just like grinding with it because it's kind of fun to learn something new, you know, and respecting it because I kind of have a smaller bike, a starter bike, but there's some people that
That
be
motor's
on like
clean,
big
though.
bikes.
Does your wife professionally fight, or is she
No,
just
she's an amateur,
Oh,
but
she
she'll
just
go
fight.
pro. She'll
Oh,
go
okay.
pro, yeah. Once
I
she
just know
keeps
how
fighting.
long because you said she was fighting before you.
Yeah, she's like that's probably what she's gonna do. Like she's gonna push
That's
and keep
dope.
pushing the fighting.
Oh,
Me,
yeah.
I'm so addictive with shit. Like, you know, I started shooting a bow like a couple years ago,
I remember
and
that.
then last year I got my first deer at my aunt's house, and then like I started the fighting stuff. So I may be like fishing extremely next year
Right.
or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
I don't know what I'm gonna like, but she definitely. Fucks
I'm
with it
assuming
hard.
y'all have rolled around together and stuff.
Yeah, like so girls, I mean probably with basketball too or any sports, they're just technical. So they're technical with stuff. So like with me, if I try to mush you a little bit, I can kind of get away with something, but she might just lock me up.
Oh,
you
really?
know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like you just got to be more technical and they listen better. I mean guys don't listen the best. So like when they're explaining moves, I may not remember it or some shit, but I would say it's fun, man. But like you said, like my days are crazy because it's real. I every day wake up, walk the dogs, real estate, ride the motorcycle, go do something, go train, try to say hi to my fam, cook
Right.
something. So it's always a grind, but moments like this make it all worth it.
No, for sure. My boy Linko, being dad, you know what I'm saying, streaming, go to work, like just that whole thing, just because like you're the first outside of dog fathers. You know what I'm saying?
But you
Father.
did put on with that. I've been watching from afar, and I really respect it a lot.
Appreciate
I haven't told you that personally, but I love it.
Yeah, man.
You're a good dude, and you always have been. But showing it on that that's big.
Yeah.
Not a lot of men do that.
Aiden is my guy, man. I love him like he's my. I wish like he is my son, but
Right.
like, I wish he was like really, really mine. Like you know what I mean? But he's that dude is he's smart, he's strong. He can do anything he want. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like that shit's just so cool, man. You know, being as I have a stepfather myself, you know what I'm saying? Just to see that from you, because like he said, we've all known you to be a good guy, you know, since we met you. So just to see you do that and hold it down and
To have that structure. My parents
Yeah.
split up too, so I get it.
Yeah, mine did too.
It was like the thing for our age, bro.
it's just crazy, man. But I just want to say, like, I respect y'all. I love y'all. I appreciate all the hard work y'all put in. Because, man, as men, our days get busy and, you know, things come up. But to just have this time for each other, like, it means a lot to me to have this. You know what I'm saying? And for to just make it happen like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, because this was the last minute.
Yeah, facts.
It really was. Like, it was last week. Zack
When
was
people aren't bullshitting, though, it's real.
Yeah, right.
You text this, I was like, shit, all right.
Yeah, I'm like, shit, I'm there.
Yeah, because I was like, Zach was like, hey, bro, blah, 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 I'd love to come chop it up. And I got to say this real quick for the camera. And I'm sure Alex goes through this. Niggas, you can ask me to get on the podcast, right? You can ask. But you can't just think you just finna get on. And you didn't even fuck with me in high school, junior high, and then you just gonna send a DM talking about some, hey, brother, I'd love to be on. Like, nigga, you just wanna be on. You just wanna be on YouTube. Fuck out of here. But bro hit me up last week, yes, and he was like, hey, bro, want to get on? I said, bet. You know what I want to do? A little Shady Tenetti reunion. Hit up Abe. Abe was like, if I ain't gotta work, hit me back a few days later. I ain't working. Hit Tony up. Tony was like, what time? 4. Bet. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit is so cool. It's just, yeah, man. Best feeling in the world to have y'all here. Like, for real, for
God
real.
is good.
Yeah,
God is
100%.
good.
Man, well, I ain't really got much left for y'all, man. We done
No, we
talked
chopped it up,
everything.
for sure.
About hour and 30 right now.
Hour and 30. That's a
Yeah.
good one, man.
The longest one y'all
Probably
did. Yeah.
still go longer.
We really
we
could
could
if
hit
we
another
wanted
hour
to.
or two if we wanted
bruh,
Be
life,
there all day.
some shit that would have to go on Patreon because y'all can't see this shit we talk about for free like that. But man, I want to thank my boy Zack for being here. I love you. I
I
appreciate
love you too, bro,
man.
for
Of
sure.
course,
I
shout out
love
to
all
socials
y'all.
and stuff. Your social
Oh yeah,
media.
Yes, please.
ZD sells ZD sells OKC on Instagram. I'm on Facebook. Local guy buys houses. You can check us out online, and then also check out American Top Team OKC if you want to get some rolling in.
Yes, sir. My boy Abe Lincoln.
Y'all can check me out on eye to eye, Abe.
We gotta have him add it to the
Yeah,
thing.
Right.
yeah. We'll
I'll put the link
But
in the
I'll
description.
be streaming every,
You got a certain schedule, or you just do it whenever you can?
Right now, I'm just be doing it whenever. I be trying to stay consistent with it. Like I've been streaming almost every day because I've had a little extra time recently. But you know, we on it. We gonna level up.
Hell yeah.
That streaming it looks fun. I don't.
It is.
I think I would be quiet.
No.
Like I'd be playing a game, I probably would just be quiet.
Well, because he be in there with like, and some people don't be on the mic, but some people do. And now that he's got people in the chat, you know what I'm saying? And
They're asking him questions and stuff.
yeah, and they're talking to him.
Interacting, so it makes it a little easier.
And I
some
be-
people will hop on the mic and start talking out the side
Shit.
of it. You know what I mean? So I had to put them in check.
That's my only like my risk doing Twitch. I might say something.
No, he be on there.
I be talking my shit. I mean, I don't get too crazy with it, but like I let them know like.
Wait, so I can get my headphone and talk to you?
If you got a PlayStation.
No, he talking
yeah.
about.
I got a
while they're-
PlayStation box on there.
Right.
Hey, that
Like
was
while
fuck.
they're playing.
Oh,
like it'll be like we're on Xbox Live and I'm streaming.
Yeah.
They can hear all of us talk.
Oh, okay.
So I just be in there laughing because, like I said, we ain't never heard Abe in that element. So
I gotta hear it.
as
bro.
soon as he was in there talking, somebody say something like, "Bro, you're trash." Well, fuck you, nigga. I'm like, bro, I ain't never.
I do
heard
be
that.
getting my ass beat on there too sometimes, but
He a good sport.
I be winning the mental game.
Oh,
Right.
for sure.
He be making them niggas bad. But yeah, just funny shit. If you ain't checked out Abe's Twitch, bro, some of the funny, I be on there. I be waiting for that fucking notification to pop up so I can laugh. No bullshit, bro.
Is it late at night?
I don't do too many late streams, but sometimes I randomly do a late night stream.
okay.
You can turn your notifications on. They'll tell you when
Yeah,
it's
I
streaming.
bet. I deleted the app the other day, but I'll put it back.
You need to subscribe to academics too. But anyways, keep going. Keep going.
Got you.
Gosh, no.
Big Tone, like I said, I know you got 1,000,001 things going on
Yeah,
with the
yeah.
houses and stuff. If you want to shout that out, do what you got to do.
It's my company's called B&T Property Solutions. You can come check us out. I just put our business card. I made our social media the other day. We'll grow that, but we just started, so you know how that goes. My social media, I don't ever know my names, so you could just Alex will put them in the thing.
I ain't putting them
Yeah,
there.
but outside of that, the next venture me and my business partner about to do, we're gonna do liquidation sales. Where we buy things for cheap and then sell them
Yeah.
in this little store, but because we got hooked up on this building, so we're probably gonna do that and try to make that little money. If you young high school kids want to make some money, holla at me. I'll hook you up and get you some work.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of working, my nephew's already working. 14.
For real?
That's
Yeah.
dope, bro.
What's he doing?
They got him at Brahms.
That's,
Dude,
I guess
was
they hire
just
earlier
finna
there.
say that.
I love
Everybody can start. I've been saying, yeah,
Well, because
Brahms
James'
up.
first job was at Brahms.
Crazy.
But
I think Meech's first job was at Bronx.
hey, it's a good way to get in there.
yeah.
Yeah, better than selling drugs or something.
Yeah.
Hey, for sure.
I pushed buggies my first job. I was out there slaving, boy.
What was your first job?
Warehouse Market.
Warehouse
59th and
What is that?
They ain't even there no more.
no, it's not. It's a Mexican store now.
I bagged groceries at Crest.
Yeah.
My first job was I did siding on houses first, but
Yeah.
Burlington was my first like official
Oh,
job.
for real?
Burlington Coat Factory.
Yeah.
You know Tez's big brother?
Yeah.
He worked there and he was however much older than me.
Right.
But he was the one that like taught me the ropes and shit.
For real?
And then I met Tez later in life.
Oh, that's what's
But I
up.
like knew Busy. He handed me some mixtapes and stuff.
that's
It was
what's
funny like how it worked.
Yeah.
He was like grown as hell. I'm 15 and a half.
Yeah, they need to go check out his dispensary too, though.
Yeah, it's nice
fine.
over there. I know they had a car show last week.
Oh, really?
And they're always putting on some stuff like puff and paint. So you can
Yeah,
be
yeah.
over there painting pictures and stuff. It's a cool little spot.
Yeah. I
It's
need
right
to
off
pull up.
Northwest Expressway.
Oh, yeah, man.
Cloud 9.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, I was like, it's Cloud something. I couldn't
Shout out
remember what it was.
Cloud9, man.
I think that's it.
But yeah, we could talk all day. It seems like we were about to do it again. My
Right?
bad, my
No,
bad.
you good. That ain't, I'm sure the camera go off. We'll chop it up some more. But again, I want to thank my boy Zack. I want to thank Abe. I want to thank Big Tone as always. And my man Alex behind the camera.
Of course.
For always grinding and being here with me. This is the From the Jump podcast special episode. Me and my OGs. And we out.
Peace.